Hello chess lovers, Student here, and in today's video I want to share with you a game where Russian-born German chess master Efim Bogolyubov destroys the super solid Stonewall defense. His opponent is German-born British chess player Jacques Mieses. This game was played back in 1925 in Baden-Baden. Bogolyubov opened up with d4, to which Mieses answered with f5. Dutch defense is on the board. I really like this opening because it's never boring and leads to a sharp battle. Usually black is managing to organize a pretty venomous attack on the king side. c4 by Bogolyubov, c6, there we have it, this super solid formation, and it requires huge efforts, to break it into pieces. Knight e4, king h1. Since Bogolyubov is planning to play bishop f4, he's getting ready for the semi-open G file after the exchange on f4. Queen f6, bishop f4, and there it goes, the exchange of bishops followed. Queen h6, meanwhile black is transferring his queen to the king side, a standard idea of course. e3, knight d f6, little bit strange. Moreover, taking into consideration black's next move. Better is castling king side, but we have knight f6. And after knight d5, we have again knight d7. Once again, looks very strange. Knight f6, knight d7. You are losing precious time. An exchange on e5 followed. Then, the second pair of knights is also gone. Bishop d7, rook a d1. Not the best continuation. Better is playing queen b2. And turns out that this queen can create some problems for black. Right now the pawn is hanging, and also with queen b4 white wants to stop black from castling. That's what happens when you are leaving your king in the center of the board. And now white can play a4, and if b takes a4, then queen b4, queen d6, and black is facing some problems. Instead we have rook a d1, which actually doesn't give white anything. b5, queen b2, and finally black is castling king side. Queen a3, rook f d8, c takes b5, c takes b5, queen a6. By intruding inside opponent's camp from the queen side, white queen is trying to create some problems, and actually he managed to succeed, taking into consideration his opponent's upcoming mistake. Right now the threat is bishop takes d5. If he takes d5, then queen takes h6. And in order to neutralize that threat, Mieses played queen h5, but this is a fatal mistake, and now you will understand why. After queen h5, it's white to move. What will you play? Ready? Turns out that queen h5 doesn't stop. Bishop takes d5 and it landed. E takes d5, and now what? Yes, this time we have a rook sacrifice, guys. King takes g7, queen f6 check. So in view of this combination and upcoming queen f6 check, in here, instead of queen h5, you should play queen h4, and now that combination doesn't work because in the end of the day you have control over f6 square. But our queen is on h5, bishop d5 landed, takes, check, king takes g7, check. Victory is just a matter of moves. Rook g1, and black is forced to surrender his queen. Of course, materially black is doing okay, but these passed pawns are now deciding the outcome of the game. The exposed black king has no chance of surviving. Bishop c6 check, king h8, f6, rook g8, queen c7, attacking the bishop and freeing the path for white pawns. Queen e5, d4 check, king g1, bishop d5. This is a desperation, guys. This is a desperation. If d takes c3, then this check is anyways winning. And then e7, bishop d5 was made, of course, even direct queen takes d5 is winning. But we have f7 check, and only after rook g7, we have queen takes d5, and black resigned. A good game by Bogolyubov and a terrible blunder by Jacques Mieses, for which he paid a high price. He lost the game. The combination was nice. Bishop d5, rook takes g7. In the chess puzzle for you, the task is to win with the white pieces. There is a forced mate in 6, and we'll wait for your answer in the comment section. The task is easy. You just have to calculate up to the end, try to visualize the final position where we have a checkmate. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in my next video. Take care.